Hey guys, Corey here. It's been a little bit since I've done a video. I've been off sort of thinking about how I want to change things. I've had a shift in mindset for my approach rather than being so needing results quickly and really being super aggressive. I've decided to dial it back for 2026. So, in this video, I'm going to share with you how I plan to change my approach and why I believe it's going to be better. So, first of all, what I want to do is go through how I have nailed down my strategy. Now, I believe you need to have back-tested results to be able to trade in the mindset that will allow you to be profitable. And what I mean by that is you need to have a proven track record that you internally know works, and that's objective. It's not something internal. You have proven data that your strategy is something that you can work with long term, and so that's going to give you the power when you get a few losing streaks. You're able to push through it because you know that over the long time, over the period of 100 or 1,000 trades, you come out on top. So I'm just going to have a look here at my backtesting data. So what I really wanted to do is go through and backtest 100 trades at least. You can see here FX replay is where I backtest. My backtesting results here, you can see I've done 90 trades, and this is my equity curve over those 90 trades. And this is over a 3-month period, August 2025 until November 2025, so 3 months. And during that period, we have done really good. We've done 29%, so that is a crazy amount of profit for 3 months. I don't believe I get that in real life, but this allows me to see that my strategy is profitable. So you can see here basically a 49% win rate, and you can see my average risk to reward is 1.7. Really good risk to reward and also a good win rate. So you don't have to have a positive win rate. So you can have less than 50% and still be wildly profitable. So that's 90 trades there. For the other few trades, I've done another backtesting session over a different time period. So this is 33 trades, November 2024 until December 2024. So that's 1 month. That's 33 trades in that month. That's 8.5% profit, 42% win rate, but still about a 1.9 RR. So every time I win, I'm winning 1.9%, 1.9 times what I've risked on average. So basically, from these 123 trades that I've taken, I can see that my strategy works if I stick to it. Now, you've got to be rigid with your back testing. You've got to have the time period that you are trading in. So for me, I trade from 6:30 p.m. until about 9:30 p.m. and that's Australian Western Standard Time. So that's the New York pre-market session, and I only backtest that period. So you've got to have it exactly how you trade, and that allows you to see that if you follow your strategy and let it play out over time, you're going to get good results. You're going to get results similar to what you see in your back testing. So that's step one, is having tested a good number of trades so that you can have confidence in your strategy. My approach going forward with these prop firms is going to be stacking accounts slowly. It's going to take many months to pass. It's going to take many months to get up to 5 TopStep accounts, which is my end goal. But I don't want to be putting so much money into evaluations all the time. I don't need to. Faster isn't always better. Faster may feel better. You may get more dopamine spikes out of it, but at the end of the year, when you look at your total costs and what you've got from it. So I have recorded some of my results for the end of last year. So you can see we've got here November. So I've got a number of trades here. So this is when I've started to do my new strategy from the 17th. So you can see November and December. So over those periods, we've had a 56% win rate. We've had an average R of 1.56. So every time we win, we're winning 1.5 times what we lost on average. So you can see November we made 6R, December we've made 4R. Now, this doesn't seem like much. With these statistics, I'm making about 0.45R every time I hit the button. Whether I win or lose, the average is I make 0.4 times my risk every time. So if I'm risking $400, that means I'm making $180 every time I press the button. So this doesn't seem like much, but let's say I take one trade a night. So I take 22 trades a month. That's $520 a year. And let's say I've got 5 accounts with TopStep, that's $237,000 a year. So if you half that, which is what you can pull out from payouts with TopStep, it's nearly $120,000 for the year. So this modest edge that I have is really profitable, but you just have to be able to keep going over time. You're not going to have these huge spikes or these huge lulls. You're just going to be chipping away. And some months, like you see here, December, 4R. That's not much. I make nearly 2R in one trade. But you have periods where you can see here at the start of December, I've immediately taken 3 losses in a row. And then I've taken the next week, I've taken 3 winners and 2 losers. So your week could end up being 0.8R or 0.3R. And that is a normal amount for my strategy. So I'm trying to get rid of this idea that you need to have wild days, you need to make 10R in a week. That can happen, but you need to be okay with that not happening. One thing that's really helped me is seeing that my edge only exists when I trade less than I want to. Now, this really resonates with me. It's true. The more I trade, the more I try and look at the charts and try and see my setup. I'm looking for it really hard and nothing's there, but I'm seeing something that sort of looks like a setup and I'm taking it and it's a loss, then I would have been better off just not trading at that point. And that's what I'm seeing to be completely true. If you're able to sit out of the market for one night, unless you truly see your setup forming, then you're always going to be doing a lot more than you should be doing or need to be doing. You're going to be doing all this work for really nothing extra at all. Whereas if you just sit out and be patient, and let it play out over time, your edge, that is. And look back after 100 trades and just forget about any one trade, then you're going to be able to see your results for your actual edge. So, look, you can see here. January, I've started with a $100,000 funded account. Now, I've obviously taken a lot of losses in the first week, second week of January, but I didn't freak out. I didn't get tilted. I didn't do anything that I wasn't supposed to. And the last couple of days, this week, we've made, plus 3R. So all up together for this month so far, we're only negative 2R. So it's nothing crazy. And that brings me to my next point is I have a bit of a cheat sheet here, which I'll bring up on screen. This sheet is calculated from my backtesting results to show me if I get these results for the day, for the week, for the month, for the quarter, for 6 months, for the year, that I'm within my healthy results for that period of time. So I don't need to change anything. So what I mean by that is you see here for the day, my normal healthy range for results is negative 1R to plus 3R. For the week, negative 2R to plus 5R. For the month, negative 3R to plus 7R. So for the month, if I'm getting negative 3R or negative 2R after the whole month and I'm still negative, that's okay. That's all a part of my strategy and that'll wash out over 100 trades. So if I'm getting any of these results here, I know I don't have to change anything. And this is helping me to see through my strategy, to not get, a negative week and feel completely defeated, like I shouldn't be having these results, like I'm never going to be a profitable trader, like I'm never going to make more payouts, like I'm doing something wrong. If I get these results, if I'm getting at the end of the week and I'm negative 2R, that's completely reasonable. If I'm at the end of the month and I'm negative 3R, that is completely reasonable for my strategy. Because guess what? One month can be negative 3R, the next month can be plus 5R. You never know. You just have to trust your strategy. And that's where we go back to the back testing. That's why that's so important to have results that you can stand behind. And you can see down here my operating rules. If I'm inside the range, I do nothing different. If I'm in the bottom of the range, then I need to trade less, not more. See, that's the answer. Is trading less. And at the end of the year, my average R is 30R to 40R. So nothing crazy. That's really nothing crazy. So if you look at my risk on a $100,000 account, it's $400. So 400 times 35, let's say we do 35R, that's 14,000. My aim is to get 5 accounts. That's $70,000 for the year. And you can take half of that in payouts. So $35,000 for the year. Look, I'm quite happy with that. That's better than, being negative and losing accounts and spending so much money. You need to be consistent. And then from there, you can scale up. You can be aiming for 20 accounts next. But you've got to be able to stick to your back tested data. Otherwise, you're just going to be building up failing, building up, getting tilted, failing, starting again. And it's a cycle that I've done too many times. So decided that we need to get something that's more achievable long term. And that brings me to one of the most important things that I've noticed in the last week or two. Trading can't be everything to you. You need to have other things in your life that take up your time. You can't be coming home or sitting on getting set up on the computer for the day, and all that's on your mind is, yes, I'm going to take some trades. Yes, I get to look at the market and find my setup. I'm going to win a trade today. I'm going to get on it. How's this week going to look? Am I going to make? You need to be every day. You come in, set up, you do your same process, not thinking about your results for the week or the day. Log into TradingView, have a look, study the chart, mark your levels, mark your alerts, and leave it. And if there's no setups for the day, great. Go do whatever else you want to do. Go watch some YouTube videos, go do something constructive. Just leave it. At the end of the day, you've got to wait for the market to come to you. If you're chasing constantly, you're going to be over trading and you're not going to be able to get the results that your ads show you can. Because in my backtesting results, I'm clicking next and skipping bar to candle to candle if there's nothing there. And so that translates to, in real life, waiting. I can't sit there and look at the chart that whole time because I'm going to be inventing setups that aren't actually there. So put the charts down, set the alerts, go be with your family. And this also is where you start to get a bit of a flow on effect where it's not all about the trading. You're not really excited or nervous to jump on the chart and take trades. And then you have more time to do other things. And then so over time, that's easier for you to stick at because you're not putting this much pressure on yourself every night. Every night's not make or break. For me, every night, I say every night because I trade at night time because I'm here in Western Australia. But every day you end up where trading's starting to fit around your life and you're not fitting your whole life around trading. And so it's easier to maintain. It's easier for you to go more days keeping an account because to me, going on my TopStep X, which I'll show you now, and looking at my stats and seeing the calendar filled up with trading days on my funded account, red or green, that is what a successful trader looks like. You imagine having a funded account, logging into your TopStep X or whatever prop firm or whatever you're live trading, looking at your data, and you can see 2 months, 3 months, 4 months worth of trading days all on the same account. A bit trickier with a prop firm because they obviously have stricter rules, so that's, I think, more impressive than a live account. But that's where I want to get to. You know, in 2, 3 months, I still want to have this account. And you can see here, obviously, I've done, quite a few. I've done more negative days than I have positive days here. And I really went into drawdown at the start of this year, which you saw here, straight bang, start of the year. Negative 1R, negative 1R, negative 1R, negative 1R. And I went all the way down to negative 2,140. I was nearly $800 away from losing the account, like 2 trades away from losing the account if I'm risking $400. And I didn't freak out. I didn't tilt. I didn't deviate from my plan. All I did was wait for my next setup and I lost one. And then I waited for my next setup. And look, now we're clawing our way back. And my plan going ahead is to start a new evaluation with TopStep every 2 weeks. This way I can continue to build my discipline and build my confidence in myself at sticking to my plan. So come this week, I'll be starting a new evaluation and we'll be trading these all together until we have 5 accounts trading simultaneously. Obviously, I do have my funded account here as well that I'll be continuing to trade and just letting my results play out over time. So thanks for watching. If you want to stick around and see how my results play out, I'm going to be hopefully doing a weekly video to update this and sort of go over my mindset. So if you like this kind of content, please feel free to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. If you have any ideas or thoughts on this, yeah, please leave a comment. Thanks.